Hello again, I am Blunty. This is the Quest 3. Its out-of-box experience is absolute bare minimum. Pretty much everyone who owns one of these is going to want to, at the very least, want to get a replacement for the atrociously inadequate out-of-box head strap. It's a bit frustrating, frankly, but it also means we do get to choose whatever fit and comfort solution we personally like best. And as a wearable device, and one that a lot of us want to be able to wear comfortably for many, many hours on end, that's actually a benefit long term, really. There are other VR headsets out there, of course, whose design prohibits extensive comfort modifications or headgear replacements entirely. So while I am annoyed that Meta's product designers didn't try a lot harder for a better first impression out-of-box experience as far as the head strap goes, I do appreciate how easy and adaptable they have made swapping out the head strap entirely. Today, I want to give you a big warning against a particular head strap you might be very tempted by, because it's a very popular design and it's very, very inexpensive version of that design. But oh man. Don't. What an absolute piece of donkey leavings. It's been a while since I've been this disappointed in a product, and for reasons I'll explain in a few minutes, I usually just not make a video like this about a product I hate so much. But I really have to warn you about this one, for reasons. Now, let's start positive. The best replacement I've tried so far is in fact still the first one I reviewed, the Zyber VR Elite head strap here. Still use it as my daily driver, still strongly recommend it. I'll link to the review in the down below for you. But I've also been really wanting to try out the other core design version of the head straps, what we call the Halo strap. Now, Halo straps, instead of securing the head straps, to your face the way you'd wear like diving goggles or something, by pressing the device itself into your face. And that point of contact, around your eyes is part of what keeps it in place, that friction, that tension. The Halo strap kind of hangs the device in front of your eyes, putting little to no pressure on the facial interface itself. Instead, a semi-rigid ring that goes around the top of your skull, like a hatband, is where the mechanical force that keeps it in place. It's all here and at the back of your skull instead of here around your eyes. I've used headsets with this style of head strap before. Half a decade or more ago, my personal choice of VR headset was the Windows Mixed Reality, even though it wasn't really mixed reality, it was just a brand thing. Anyway, it was the Dell branded version specifically. I really liked it. It had a Halo head strap, and it was vastly more comfortable than any of the other headsets I had at that time or was using around that time. It was so much better. And a lot of that I put down to the Halo head strap. Sony used the Halo design for the PSVR and PSVR 2 headsets also. And one of the most popular choices of Halo-style head strap for the Quest 2, and thus garnered a lot of enthusiasm and interest for their Quest 3 version, is Bobo VR's M2 and M3 straps. And I did intend to get one of those, but Bobo VR have had a lot of issues with their Quest 3 product. First and foremost, they have yet to solve their issue with battery buzzing and hissing, a problem I already found the cause of and solution to, and have found a battery accessory that does work great without those issues. Links to that video in the down below as well, and in the pinned comment. But also, for weeks on end now, I have checked every single day, and their Amazon store never had any stock of the damn thing. Or if it did, it was so limited that it vanished instantly. I've literally had no opportunity to even try the damn thing. It is extremely frustrating. Bobo VR, get your poop together, huh? Yeah? So, anyway, when I spotted a super cheap option, and by super cheap, I mean one of those no-name, unbranded whatever things from China that you'll see scattered all over various e-commerce sites under any number of keyboard smash brand names, and it's only 33 bucks. Well, I thought to myself, screw it. I'm already making an Amazon order on a gift card anyway. I've got a little bit to spare. I might as well give it a go. What have I got to lose? What could possibly go wrong? Coming out of the box, it seemed decent enough. The back of the head support pad was soft and it seemed decently padded, and it was even removable for cleaning or replacing. Always nice. The plastics were clean and the molding was crisp. The fit and finish seemed generally fine, at least in line with the asking price. The overall mechanical design seemed basically solid and was, as you might imagine, pretty much copy-pasting a lot of design cues from actual branded and popular choices that existed for the Quest 2 and Quest 3, including Bobo's often maligned split headband support strap thingies. It fitted into place on the Quest 3 with a solid and reassuring click, But that's when the positive first impression ends. This thing, I suspect, was just rushed into design, made to hit the market as quickly as possible to capitalize on early adopters desperate for a better strap than the out-of-box. Molded up in a computer and with very little testing or physically iterative processes done to it, like they didn't 3D print this a bunch of times and tried different variations, they just farted it out and started selling it. Because it doesn't work. The ratchet for tightening is one of the most awful ones I've found yet. It's loud and with a very fragile feel to it. In no position where the Quest 3 aligns with my face, much less my eyes, do these split headband supports even touch my head. So they're useless for their intended purpose. Again, just a copied design element from someone else's product and never actually tested properly. The materials chosen for the padding, while pleasant to the touch, are catastrophically poorly chosen. Because they're slippery. Very slippery, both on my skin and on my hair. There was absolutely no way I could get this thing to sit securely on my head. No angle, no amount of adjustment level, no tightness, no positioning, no combination of factors would allow this thing to sit on my head comfortably and keep itself in place if I even so much as moved my head slightly. Just slid around or eventually just worked its way off, even if I stood still. It felt like I was trying to slide off. It's an absolutely worthless product, I'm annoyed to report. And normally, when faced with a product I have purchased or have been sent for review that is this impossible to recommend to anybody for any reason, I'll just not publish a review. I personally, as a YouTuber, much prefer a video to be useful in a way I can recommend, and even if the product isn't for me, I do my best to describe the kind of person, the kind of use case it would be useful for. Those of you who've been around here long enough know that's the sort of vibe I go for. Ow! But this I'm making an exception to that general rule. Because this is the kind of unbranded black box product you will see rebranded and sold all over the damn place. So it feels important to show you, to take a good hard look at this, remember the design cues, and if you see it anywhere, under any branding, you'll know it is a complete piece of crap, and to avoid it, don't spend your money. Avoid it absolutely, no exceptions. There is no use case where this will be good for anybody. So it's back to the Zyber VR headstrap for me, at least for now, until I find another Halo-style option that seems good, or until Bobo VR get their act together and fix their shit and stop pooping all over the, to date, rather enthusiastically positive sentiment and reputation that they have built over the last few years within the VR community with their Quest 2 stuff. Now they just poop on the bed. It's ridiculous. Get your shit together. Get all your shit together. Put it in your shit backpack and what's the... It's been a while since I've watched the episode. You know the Rick and Morty episode I'm referencing, right? Take it to the shit store. But yeah, Bobo right now, it's like watching a clown vomit. Sure, it's still funny from a certain point of view, but you do still feel sorry for the clown. Anyway, hopefully this has been useful, informative, entertaining, whatever. But yeah, just if you see anything that looks like that, don't spend your money. Just don't. Please don't. And if you do, don't come back here and say, oh, you should have warned me, because I did. Warned you. Thank you, as always, to the patrons scrolling up above there, who's above and beyond support. I appreciate it very much. Steady. Thank you to all of you who made it to the end of the video. Hopefully somewhere along the way you've gone, yeah, that's a pretty decent and useful video. I'll give this guy a thumb and a comment and share it around a bit. And yeah, I'm Blunting. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you next time.